Population control. You know, times like this, it makes me wonder if the New World Order is right and that we do have too many people on this planet and that we do need population control. I don't necessarily agree with their methods, but I'm starting to agree that we do need to thin out the herd. And maybe thinning the herd is as simple as birth control. I mean, I'm not in favor of abortion, but we shouldn't be having the children in the first place in order to have to kill them. You know what I mean?
First right onto Missouri V.
Bill Burr made a classic
First left onto Missouri V.
example of his definition of whether or not abortion is actually killing a baby or not. And he said something, and I'm not, quoting him per se, but he was like, he agrees with both sides, wherein he does believe that having an abortion is killing the child. But he also believes that a woman should have a right to do what she wants with her body, But he also doesn't believe that the person who has the right to do what they want with their body should be in denial about what they're doing, if that makes sense. So it's like, okay, if I'm gonna rob a bank, I'm not going to say, oh, I'm not robbing a bank, I'm just borrowing money that I'm not going to return. It's robbing a bank. So, but that wasn't Bill Burr's example. Bill Burr's example was, if I'm baking a cake, I put all the ingredients together to make this cake, and I put the cake in the oven, and somebody comes along and pulls the cake out of the oven while it's half baked or even a quarter baked and throws it across the room and makes a mess of it. And I yell at them for destroying my cake, and they're like, well, it's not a cake yet because it hasn't been baked. And he goes, well, it had the potential to be a cake. It had all the ingredients to be a cake. It was going to be a cake till you destroyed it, type of thing. And that was his example. Anyhow, that's off the point. But I'm not necessarily in favor of abortion. But I'm not totally against it either. I believe that we do need some population control. But I think that it's better that we just don't get pregnant. Quit having babies, or quit getting pregnant if you plan on killing the baby, But,
speed limit reduced ahead.
Anyway. Yeah. It's Thursday, and I'm not even in the city. I'm out here in the country, and the traffic is, well, I'm actually in Rolla now, Missouri, but, I was out in the country, and traffic is crazy as if I'm in the city all the time. You know, it's like, where are all these people coming from, and where are all these people going?
The traffic stops. You won't be able to see it until you get around the corner there.
And I got a traffic.
Right
What's going on?
Coming in, stop at the 184. You got one lane shut down. I believe it's the right lane shut down.
Oh, okay, 4, thank you. So, too many people. There's this movie called Utopia. Actually, it's a TV series. Forgive me, I quoted that wrong. People used to badmouth me when I would call Big Love a movie back when Big Love was a thing. It's not a movie, it's a TV show. Yeah, but it's a really long TV show, so it's like a movie. Anyways, Utopia. Not a movie. So, there's 2 TV series that came out. One came out before the pandemic, one came out after the pandemic. But to be honest, if,
Rule number 1.
now I can't say this on YouTube, so I gotta speak in code. If the V word, if we were all forced to get the V, and the V was just to sterilize people, to reduce the population, or sterilize a certain amount of people to reduce the population, then I wouldn't, oh shit, they weren't joking. Then I wouldn't necessarily think it's such a bad thing. You know, don't kill people off. That's inhumane, I think. I mean, some people would argue not allowing people to have children is inhumane, but people are trying to kill their children all the time. You know, I never really wanted children. But I was tricked into it. Well, you know, I wish I was sterile, to be honest. But nonetheless. And then I ended up having to pay child support for children I was never allowed to see. And still to this day doesn't want anything to do with me. You know, what's the point? You know? But yeah, freaking idiots, I swear. So many idiots. I mean, I don't know if it's an agenda or if it's just a side effect of an agenda or if it's just life. But it seems like there's an agenda to make people more stupid, and it's working. But, you know, stupid people will end up killing themselves, directly or indirectly. But unfortunately, they're going to take out some smart people with them. And that will result in population control. But, you know, why don't we just quit having children? Like Bill Burr said, you know, quit screwing. And you quit having sex, which I don't really necessarily endorse that, but just quit having babies. You know, people quit having babies or weren't able to have babies. We can get the population down to a reasonable amount, and then it wouldn't be so bad. But I don't know. The older I get, the more I start to agree with some of these New World Order agendas. Even though I'm red pill, I sometimes see where these elitists are coming from. You know, like I said, I don't necessarily agree with their methods, but I do agree with some of their reasons, if that makes sense. So, yeah. Luckily, I got an onboard camera on this big truck. And they don't have like buttons. You just gotta heart it instead. But anyways, this is Viber. Yeah, you know, here I'm a truck driver. I got a governor on my truck. I can only do 70 miles an hour. And I normally do like 67 for this very reason. And so I'm passing people. It's hilly. I'm a little bit light. I've only got 30,000 pounds in the box. So I lock it into 11th gear so I can climb the hills better. And I'm passing people, but I'm not passing people quickly enough. And I got some cars behind me. But the problem is, you know, when I move over to the right lane to let these cars pass, they don't frickin' pass. They'll sit right next to you and lock you in. You can't go around. So it's like, all right, fine. You know, because earlier, prior to this incident, I was moving over and letting people pass. You know, there are people that go faster than me. So I was moving over and letting people pass, but then they wouldn't frickin' pass. They just sit there, ride my bumper in the left lane, well, you know, so that I can't move over, or otherwise I hit them, or almost hit them. Or they'll sit right next to me. And it's like, so I was like, all right, fine, forget that. I'm not going to move over. I'm going to stay in the left lane while I get around these people. So then they get pissed off at me and go flying around me on the right. And then this loser asshole freaking slides across my bumper and tries to make me hit him, and then slams on the brakes. And I actually almost hit him a couple times. You know, because he slammed on the brakes and I slammed on the brakes, but I didn't anticipate that he was gonna keep slamming on the brakes. And so I literally almost hit him at least once or twice. So it'll pull up on the Nitrodyne system, and I'm gonna videotape that, put it on my TruckersEd YouTube channel, and basically I'll have this conversation all over again. But I don't know. I'm gonna put this on my Red Pill channel. I don't know. I'm starting to agree with the New World Order. I think we need population control. And if these freaking idiots don't straighten up their shit, then I'm going to probably start to agree with the New World Order's method by killing off some of these sons of bitches. Because they're really pissing me off. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I got the IQ of a, you know, shoe. And, I don't know. And personally, I wouldn't mind if they knocked me off. I mean, shoot. I'm tired of this fucking world sometimes. Go ahead and take me out. Put me out of my misery. Please. I just finally got my will done, so my nieces and nephews and my goddaughter is going to pretty much get all my crap. So, I'm ready. You know, come and get me. Put me out of my misery. I'm willing to contribute to the population control. I'm not gonna kill myself, but you know, if you want to come take me out, hey, it's not gonna hurt my feelings. But I'm just so sick and tired of this crazy crap. And I don't know, I think we do got too many people on this planet. I really do. You look at Nigeria and some other countries where they're way overpopulated. It's bad, and now they all want to come here. I'm like, no, we got too many people already here too. So anyway, it's crazy. All right, bye.